It's been almost 3 full years since the last time we saw sisters Elsa and Anna have another adventure together in a Frozen movie. Considering the weekend box office of Frozen 2 was considered the highest opening for an animated film the month it came out, as well as once being the 10th highest grossing film of all time, it's now 11th. You would think a third Frozen movie would be inevitable. However, plans for such a project are still hanging in the air, and Idina Menzel, the voice of Elsa, has weighed in on if a Frozen 3 movie will happen. When we left off with Elsa in Frozen 2, she became the protector of the enchanted forest. Regarding if we'll continue to see more of Elsa in her newfound role, people posted a snippet of an interview Idina Menzel gave for Shop Today's Jill Martin about her openness to reprising her iconic role. I hope Frozen 3 is in the works, but I don't know. Anytime I can be 80 and play a blonde animated girl who is, like, 15, who has amazing arms, by the way, I love that about her. She's definitely right about that. After all, nearly all of the original cast of Toy Story was able to reprise their roles 2 decades later for Toy Story 4. The same can be said for the original cast of Monsters Incorporated, as Billy Crystal, John Goodman and others from the first movie took part in the prequel Monsters University 12 years later. It's easy for a voice actor if they play these characters as adults, as there would not be too much of a developmental change. I'd just like to hope that Idina Menzel still sings the way she does now as when she turns 80. When the question of Frozen 3 was originally brought to the attention of the Frozen filmmakers, they said they felt like the second movie completed the story, and to ask writer/director Chris Buck in a year. Well, 1 year later, Frozen 2's director of story Mark Smith felt like Frozen 3 hadn't been discussed because Frozen 2 was still too fresh in everyone's minds to think about the future of the animated film franchise. But Christoph's Jonathan Groff offers hope for the potential threequel, and Sterling K. Brown hopes if there is a third movie that his song won't get cut. Josh Gad, on the other hand, is a little less optimistic about the possibility of Frozen 3, as he felt there was no reason for another movie. With Disney films, it does tend to be a never say never deal. While Toy Story 3 was originally thought to be the end of the classic Disney franchise, we still got Toy Story 4 and a number of spin-offs. Still, I would have to agree with the Frozen filmmakers and Josh Gad in that it looks like the story of Frozen is completed with no reason to revisit it. While Idina Menzel may be down for more Frozen sequels, there is another sequel that we can look forward to seeing her in. You can see the Rent star reprise her role as Nancy Tremaine in the Enchanted sequel, titled Disenchanted. Not only will she be reuniting with Amy Adams, but you'll be pleased to know you can hear her carry a tune in the new movie. If Idina Menzel made Let It Go become a popular chart topper, maybe the same will be said for any tune she sings in Disenchanted. You can hear Idina Menzel's spectacular voice as Elsa in the Frozen movies with your Disney Plus subscription.